Now, let me give you 5 reasons why Arsenal will dominate this season. I mean, this 2026-2027 season, both in APL and in the Champions League. Number 1, Arsenal now have the mentality of champions. What do I mean by that? Arsenal is the reigning champions now, right? Arsenal won the league last season. So the mentality has changed, the psyche has changed. I mean, the psychology in the team has actually changed. So they are no longer asking the question that, can we win the league? They enter into the season knowing that they are the reigning champions, and this season we must retain our title. So that's number 1. The mentality has changed. It's different now, and it has been upgraded. So question has actually changed. So number 2 is that Arteta finally has a matured and settled project. I was talking to a friend who, immediately after the game on Sunday, so we're talking about how Arsenal has actually changed, and I asked a question that, is Arteta still building his team? Is he still in the process? Give me one crazy answer, which later on I thought about, and he said Arteta is no more building anymore. Arteta has built his team. Look at the team that played Mancity today. I was looking at the bench and I was seeing Mendy, I was seeing Saka, I was seeing Rice, I was seeing Merino. Bro, I was seeing lazy. You understand? I was looking at the bench and I was seeing men. Unlike the time of Azarenga that we used to see boys on the bench. And you'll be seeing little all those Chamberlain, you are seeing all those people, we bring them in, and Chelsea will gain momentum, Manchester United will get. You don't understand. Manchester City will dunk on you and beat us now. But the thing is different now. So which means that in one way or the other, Mikel Arteta has built his team has matured, they are settled. So they have, he has a couple of them that have actually been with him when he came. The Saliba, the Maguire, the White, the Saka, the Martinelli, and all that. And later on, Odegaard joined, and Xhaka left at one point in time, and also Partey came in as well. So he has a formidable team, a team that has settled, a project that has settled, and that's the number 2. Then the number 3, the squad has become deeper. The depth has become so deep. Last season, Arteta is no more even relying on the team that won the league last season. Now he has added 4 new players now, even though one has actually been there before. Then they just have to pay up, the money, to buy in this, which is Nkapie. Nkapie is there. Nkapie has been there. It was part of the champions, but in one way or the other, it was bought this season. Then Bruno Guimaraes is there. Meslier bought as well. Then number 4, Solis, who was actually fantastic against Manchester City, was also brought in. That's number 3. The depth is massive and it's crazy. So when you look at the whole thing, you know quite well that Arsenal has one of the most solid teams in EPL and even in Europe. Then number 4, the early statement that was made on Sunday versus Manchester City, the 3-0 drubbing of Manchester City, that is an absolute statement, a massive statement to other bigger teams, the Tottenham, the Manchester United, the Chelsea, the Liverpool, and other big teams in Europe, that Arsenal are not here to play. They are ready for everything this season. So in one way or the other, you just don't think that, okay, you can just push aside Arsenal in one way or the other. And even before, Manchester City would have prepared like, okay, we are going to beat them this time around. And Arsenal played them from blast of the whistle till the end of the game. And Arsenal played Manchester City normally and without stress. At the point, it was not looking like, is Arsenal playing Wolves? Or is Arsenal playing Birmingham City? It was so easy, man. That's to tell you how deep that team is. The depth of the team now is massive. Then number 5, Arsenal have been backed to retain the crown. You see all these pundits, they started realizing the fact that Arsenal is here to stay. Arsenal will win anything at this point in time. Like, they are being backed. I was reading the news, was it 3 days ago, and I saw that Sky Sports, supercomputer predicted that Arsenal will retain the crown this season. The Arsenal will retain the EPL crown this season. The Arsenal will win this season again. Further down, I also read that ESPN writers, in one way or the other, have actually said that Arsenal, majority of them said Arsenal will win the league this season again. Even you don't know how wonderful that is. So even way or the other, a whole lot of odds actually backing Arsenal. A whole lot of media houses are saying Arsenal will win it because of what they've seen. Look at the statement to win versus Manchester City. That was awesome. So these are the 5 reasons why I believe that Arsenal will dominate this season. Arsenal has actually grown from being the prey to the predator. So Arsenal is no longer the prey anymore. That all those big teams will come and play on and say, sure, now we will get 3 points from them. Now they are afraid. Now if they are not clinical and they don't sanitize their home, Arsenal will flog them home and away. And again, they have left being the hunted to the hunter. So Arsenal is now hunting. Arsenal is not the one hunting, trying to get the prey and hunt them, which is crazy, man. And that's how it is. So give it to Arsenal this season to win the Premier League. The Champions League too is there, and Arsenal is likely going to get to the final again, because I don't see any team that is beating that team anytime from now.